Hey guys, thanks for watching. Will here again with Happily Ever Outdoors. Today I am really excited to do this video. We're going to be looking at a handful of different products from Buff. Right off the bat, I want to say thank you to Buff USA for sending these products out to us for our testing and review. I just want to let you guys know that I am not a paid representative of Buff, so any opinions that I express in this video or statements that I make are my own and do not necessarily reflect those of the company. Okay guys, so first off, we're going to take a look at a couple of their UV buffs. This is probably what you could call their flagship product. It might be what they're best known for, due in part to the TV show Survivor. So even if you think you've never heard of Buff before, I'm sure you have probably seen one of these. So what is a buff exactly? Well, it's a whole bunch of different things. If you look at their website, there's actually 12 different ways that you can wear this product. I only have a few that I use occasionally, so I'll show you those. But I will go ahead and post a link in the description to their YouTube video, which will give you all 12 different ways you can wear it. All three of the buffs I'm going to show you right now are made from their soft, breathable, seamless, Cool Max Extreme fabric, which is made to block 95% of UV rays. So these first two buffs are their standard fabric, which goes for about $25 per buff on their website. You can get their insect repellent treated buffs as well, which are about $29. Now I'm going to demonstrate for you real quick a few of the ways that I like to wear a buff. One of the easiest and the simplest is like this, basically as a scarf. So what this would do would be kind of to help protect your neck from the sun, keep you kind of to absorb some of the sweat so your neck doesn't get really rashed up and irritated, and it could be just a way to kind of keep bugs and stuff like that away. But this is kind of the simplest, easiest way, and it's actually really comfortable to wear it like this. Next, you could pull it up like this and kind of just wear it as to cover your face up a little bit. Once again, let's say you already had a hat on, a baseball hat, and you were wearing glasses, and this would kind of help to cover that part of your face, could cover up your nose and stuff if you were out on a boat or going on a hike to keep your face from getting sunburnt. Besides this, you can just pull it up like that. You can wear it as a headband to help protect your forehead and to kind of absorb sweat, keep it from running down in your eyes. You can pull it up just like this and let the fabric hang loose in the back. Normally, if I'm going to wear it like this, I like to take the fabric and just tuck it in the back underneath. So this is just a really quick, easy, simple way you can throw it on your head. And once again, it'll help protect your scalp from getting sunburnt and kind of help to soak up a lot of the sweat and everything so it doesn't get in your eyes. So if you want to get a little bit trickier, I am a big fan of beanies. So I like to wear this as a beanie. If you want to do that, the easiest way is to just turn it inside out, so that way when you're done the pattern will be on the outside. Take that, twist it more or less in the middle, right? Twist it a couple times around, then you're going to pull the material, if I can do it right here, pull the material back down. So you can see now you've kind of doubled it up, right? And then you're just going to stretch that back over your head. So you see that twist just kind of closes in the top, and you can wear it like this, just like a beanie. And I like this because it covers up, you can cover up your forehead and your ears and a little bit on the back of your neck. So this is really going to help protect you from getting sunburnt on those critical areas right there. And it's really comfortable, it feels natural to me. It's going to help absorb sweat and everything, keep it out of your eyes. And it's just, you know, a functional, cool looking way to wear it. So that's one of my personal favorites. And I'll throw this one on real quick just so you can see the pattern. I've got to say, I really, really like their original style UV buffs. It's a really simple, lightweight, and effective product. You can wear it all kinds of different ways. They're also unisex. You can get them in all kinds of different patterns, so they're good for the men or the ladies. They do have a lot of ladies patterns out there as well, pinks and things like that. you know, if that's what you're looking for. Camouflage patterns. They've even got some licensed prints. You know, their survivor print like I showed you earlier. So no matter what your taste or your style is, you can find a buff that's going to fit it. And they're all going to have that same, you know, basic functionality and all the different ways that you can wear it. So just a really, really cool product. It's great for the trail due to the fact that it's super lightweight material, and it could save you from a really uncomfortable situation, say on a long hike. You know, it could prevent you from getting a really bad sunburn that could make you have a very bad day. So a really practical, really functional product. I really like it. Next up, I'm going to show you another one of their buffs. This is very similar to the UV buffs that I showed you, but it's a little bit special in that it has a reflective pattern on that. You can see that stripe down the middle. It's got one on either side of the buff, so you could wear this, you know, to where it was going up your forehead and down the back. So if you wanted to go running at night or early in the morning, something like that, this buff would be perfect. And they have it in other colors besides the pink. My wife really likes the pink color, obviously. But you can get this, you know, in more traditional, like, you know, men's colors, if that's what you're looking for too. But that's a really, really nice feature to add, the fact that it's in a bright color and that it has that reflective print. So this would be really practical for working out, for going running. Maybe you go, you know, out running where it's trails that are partly on-road, partly off-road, or whatever. This is a good safety feature to have, so definitely cool that they add this to their lineup. Also, I will show you real quick the headband that they sent for my wife. This is the same basic material as the buffs that I showed you already. What's nice about this is there's really like no real seams to it. I mean, there are, but not that you can feel. And this is doubled up material. You can feel it is 2 layers. So the end is completely closed in and creased down. So this isn't going to, you know, unravel or curl on you over time, anything like that. So this is just a really functional headband. So what this would give you, of course, I'm not really a big fan of pink, but I'll show this just so you guys can see. It's nice and wide, so it does a good job of covering this whole top part of your forehead and around the sides and a little bit on the back, you know, the lower part of your head. So this is going to help protect you from, number 1, getting sunburnt on your forehead, and number 2, it's really going to help to soak up a lot of the sweat and everything. So if you're out exercising or you're just somewhere, maybe going on a hike somewhere tropical or something like that, it's going to really help to absorb a lot of that sweat and that moisture and keep it from running down into your eyes and burning your eyes. So another really simple, really practical product from Buff. By the way, the pink reflective buff that I just showed you goes for $25 on Buff's website currently, and you can get a headband like this, of course in a lot of different patterns, for $15 on their website. Buff also makes some really good cold weather products. What I have here is their Polar Buff RT Max 4, and this comes in licensed camouflage patterns like you see here, as well as some other colors and designs. So what's a little bit different about this buff, you can see right here, this top kind of 3/4 of the material is a lighter weight material, basically the same thing as what you see on these, but then you've got a warmer, thicker fleece type layer section here at the bottom. You could wear it like this, where you take the thicker fleece part, you pull that down, so that's around your neck. You could just completely bunch the whole thing up like this, if that's what you were wanting to do. Maybe you're combining it with another beanie or something like that, and you just want something to keep your neck warm. Maybe you're out in the snow, so you could wear it just like this. Of course, next you could just take that lighter weight material, and you could pull that up to here, and use that to cover up your face, right? Maybe if you were out skiing or snowshoeing or something like that, you were getting a little bit of windburn from the cold. You could pull that up like that just to kind of help cover up your face and protect it, or if you were dealing with dust or whatever, you could wear it like that. Next, you could go ahead and take the material in the back, pull it up like this over the top of your head, and then what you would do is you grab down here, kind of in the middle, pull that material up, And now you've got your face completely covered and protected. Of course, if you had some kind of eyewear or goggles on, then you would be completely shielded from the elements. And in essence, what you've done here is turned your buff into a balaclava. The thing I like about wearing it that way is the fact that you do have the thicker, heavier weight material down at the bottom to shield your neck, and you've got the lighter weight material to shield your face, but it's not too thick and hot to where it would be uncomfortable to wear in less extreme cold weather situations. Of course, another few ways you could wear this thing is you could pull it up like this and leave the material in the back like we've done on some of the other buffs, and then you would have kind of that warm headband around this part of your head, but it would be cooler, kind of let things breathe here on the top. Or you could take this, twist the material just like we did before, and turn it into just a regular cold weather beanie. So this is a really functional product. I really like this thing. I mean, I fell in love with this thing right off the bat. This thing is really great for colder weather. It's nice because it's warm without being over the top, so it's definitely functional for different temperature extremes. You can always combine that with another beanie or something like that too to give you an extra layer of insulation that you need, but it's nice because you have that lighter layer that gives you the UV protection as well as kind of the wind chill protection without giving you too much heat. So a really functional, really adaptable product, something that I am very happy to have. By the way, if you're interested in picking one of these up, right now these go for about $32 on Buff's website. Alright, so last but not least, we're going to take a look at a couple of their UV hats, as they call them, but I would refer to them as beanies. Both of these you can get with the insect shield treatment on them, and they come in at around $30. This one you see here is in licensed Realtree camo, and it is reversible. It does have orange liner on the inside. I would just remove that tag if I was going to wear it with the orange side. Now these are not specifically rated for wintertime use. This is part of their UV series, so this is a lighter weight beanie, but as I mentioned earlier, a beanie like this is perfect in combination of a buff like this. It really gives you an adaptable, warm, comfortable setup to keep your face protected in the cold weather. I'll go ahead and put this on so you can get a look. I will say, just like a lot of their other products, these are meant to be kind of sleek and slim fitting. I have a little bit bigger head maybe than average, so it took me a little while to stretch this thing out to where it was exactly comfortable for me. But now that I have, it's pretty comfortable. And you can see, like I said, it's made out of a lighter weight, thin material, so it's not big, it's not bulky, it's very sleek, and it does have the Buff logo printed right there on the front. But this is a really comfortable, really nice beanie. Once again, it is really lightweight, so it's easy to throw in your bag, doesn't add a lot of bulk, and it's comfortable for all kinds of different weather. We'll take a look at this blue one as well, which is actually my wife's, but these are not in men's and women's sizes. These are unisex, one size fits all. So it's just a matter of which pattern you prefer. So now that we've had the chance to test these out for a little while, my wife and I have found that Buff's UV hats, or beanies as I like to call them, are really comfortable. They're nice because they are a lightweight layer, but they give you a little more insulation than you get with just the standard UV puff. So when it starts to cool off a little bit, this thing is great without being over the top warm. They're really practical if you're more of an active outdoors type person. You can sweat in them, and they wash out just fine, and they're just really good all around beanies. So at the end of the day, after testing the assortment of products that Buff sent to me during different weather conditions, doing different kinds of activity, even wearing them to sleep in, I found that all of their products were really comfortable. Number one, very comfortable to wear. They're really functional. You can wear them a lot of different ways depending on what you need, and they provide you a really good level of protection from the UV rays as well as the cold accordingly to how they're designed, which is really, really important if you're a hiker like me and my wife and you want products that are going to perform well, that are going to pull moisture away from your body, and they're not going to weigh you down. And that's exactly what you get with Buff. Now, I will say they are on the higher end when it comes to price, but you get what you pay for a lot of times with these materials. And if you have a good product that you're going to buy once and you're going to get lots of use out of it, I mean that you're going to be able to sweat through over and over and wash it and take it back out and use it again, in the end you're going to get your money's worth over the long term, because you buy cheap products, they're going to wear out fast and you're going to have to replace them. But you buy a good quality product, you're going to get better performance while you're using it, and you're also going to get a lot longer lifespan. And I think that's where the value is in the Buff line of products, is that you're going to get your money's worth in the long run. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave your comments and questions below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to look us up on Facebook, Twitter, and our blog.